What's going on YouTube? Tony here, back with another quick review. This time I'm looking at the Essentials collection from Frederic Malle. This is one of the discovery sets that I grabbed when I was up in Toronto and was able to actually get this and dive into it a little bit over here over the last couple of months. So here is my thoughts on the fragrances that come in the men's edition of the Essentials collection. If you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, do me a solid and click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications as I talk about some of the best fragrances on the market for men and women. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Now, before we smell the fragrances, let's talk a little bit about Frederic Malle as a house. Frederic Malle himself is actually not a perfumer. Frederic Malle is actually the son of two perfumers, one being his father, who founded Christian Dior's perfumes. He has become an authority worldwide on perfumery. He has his family lineage, and what he's done with the Frederic Malle brand is he's commissioned some of the best perfumers on the planet and kind of given them free range to be as creative as they can. He's basically saying, you're the artist, go paint. Now the objective is to raise the creativity and artistry of perfumery as a whole. So that's a little bit about the brand. Let's get into the fragrances. First up, Bigarade Concentree. The perfumer on that one is Jean-Claude Elena. Now this is a fragrance that I wish I would have discovered when I was on my citrus kick. This is one of the best well done citruses that I smell, especially citruses for a man. It's a very authentic citrus, mandarin, orange, something like that. Yeah, back when I was looking for a replacement to what my signature scent was back in the day, which is an orange-based scent called Friends by Moschino. I did a review of that one if you're interested in it. It's kind of a dirty, earthy orange, and I was looking for something a little easier to wear, something a little more youthful, and something with better quality, and this would have definitely suited what I was looking for at that time. Good performance on that one, good smelling, and an air of professionalism in there too. Very nice. I like that one a lot, especially here in Texas. With the Texas heat, this would be perfect for that. 2 thumbs up for Bigarade Concentree. Now next up is French Lover, and the perfumer on that one is Pierre Bourdon. Now this is a fresh green, very elegant, and I think this is going to be a theme with all of these scents. They're worthy of the price point, if that makes sense. Not terribly unique or interesting, but there's a understated manliness about it and professionalism. And I know I've said that with the other one. I'm probably going to say it with a couple more in this particular batch, but I can see me being dressed up and rocking this one. It's minimalist but not simple, luxurious but then not in your face. This is good. That's all I can say. It's good. It smells good. The quality is there. Perfect blend. I can't tell you the different notes that I'm getting out of that. Just a very solid green fresh scent that I think will be great for the office. Now next up is Monsieur. Is French, and this one is classified as a Oriental. You had me at Oriental. So this one is dark, strong, manly, aptly named Monsieur. Yeah, definitely fall and winter for the person who is into darker scents. Winter, fall, but dressed up winter, fall. This is not casual. This is upscale, elegant. This is one I can imagine someone wearing a turtleneck and a jacket with. And you know, I'm a lover of Oriental fragrances, and this is right up my alley for the winter, the colder months. Yep, and probably my favorite out of this bunch, out of the 6 that's in this Essentials collection. Now, what a lot of niche offerings and high-end offerings, the division between female and male kind of go away, and it's just the fragrance, and you just pick what you like. Not with this one. This one, there's nothing feminine about this one at all. This is manly. There's nothing unisex about this one at all, and it's sexy, but not sexy in the traditional sense of being sweet. There is some sweetness here, but this is sexy because it's manly, and this is called Monsieur. Probably my favorite out of the bunch. Now I'm going to follow that one up with Geranium pour Monsieur from Dominique Rapillon. I'm a fan of Mr. Rapillon and his work, but I am not really a fan of this particular scent. The geranium in here really pops. Now, first of all, you can't knock this scent for quality. This is a very well done fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of mint at all in fragrance. So personally, for me, I would probably pass on this one. This one reminds me of mouthwash, and that's probably doing this a disservice because I don't like mint, or probably chewing gum or something like that, which is, I know probably people who like this fragrance are probably doing it a disservice because I have not done a whole lot of testing with this. But this, I mean, fragrance is very subjective, right? And this one is just one that doesn't really suit my nose. Probably my least favorite of this because it has that strong mint, and I'm not very familiar with the note of geranium as well. I know it's pretty popular in men's fragrance to use geranium. I can't really pinpoint what that note specifically smells like, but I know I do not like the mint in this. So my suggestion would be not to skip over it because I said I don't like it. Like, if you like mint, you like fresh, try it out to your nose. Maybe it suits your nose a little better than it does mine, because the quality, again, I can recognize that the quality is through the roof. Geranium pour Monsieur. Now, next up is Musk Ravageur and the perfumer on that one is Maurice Roussel. I don't know a lot about Mr. Maurice, but I've heard talk of him. Now, I had a preconceived notion that this was going to stink when I came into it that it was going to be heavy clove, smell like old man, and I wasn't going to like it. I actually like it quite a bit. Probably my second favorite out of the bunch behind Monsieur. It does have a big dose of clove, but I've heard people say that it smells like cat pee and BO and a bunch of other stuff, and I have no idea what those guys are smelling. But this is actually good. I don't know if this would technically be the lady killer that the lovers say. Like, some people say that they love it and it's a panty dropper for the women. I don't know if it smells that good, but it does smell good. And if you like the smell, definitely probably full bottle worthy, because again, you can't knock Frederic Malle for quality. Anything that I've smelled from them, even if you don't like the scent, the quality is there. This is beast mode and longevity. I have not worn it out a lot, so I don't know how far it pushes out and how long it pushes out, but it does last for quite a bit. So if you like the smell, another good offering from Frederic Malle, and that's Musk Ravageur. Last but not least, we have Vetiver Extraordinaire. It's another one from Dominique Rapillon, and that's Vetiver. Now, I've said on some of my videos before that I'm not a huge fan of Vetiver, but I actually like this. It's fresh, it's masculine, there's an obvious quality about it, very button up. If you're looking for something fresh and professional to wear to work, and again, I've mentioned that professional kind of came across on a couple of these. This is probably the lead dog as far as professionalism. I can see like a lawyer who wears to work, who wears a suit to work, dressed to the nines, wearing this on a daily basis. I can see this being a workhorse for somebody who loves vetiver and loves smelling clean. This is a clean, fresh vetiver, not a dirty, earthy vetiver. If that's, yeah, very button up. And that is Vetiver Extraordinaire. So these 6 again come in the Essentials collection from Frederic Malle. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I'll put the price somewhere down there. This is, to me, was worth each one of these are 3.5 mils. It gives you several wearings. You get to really see what you like, what you don't like. In total transparency, when I first smelled these, even Monsieur, which I'm a big fan of Oriental fragrance, when I first sprayed that, I wasn't crazy about it, but actually wearing it, getting to the dry down, seeing the progression, coming back to it after a while, really start to appreciate it. Even Bigarade Concentree was another one that didn't blow me away at the beginning, but after I wore it a couple times, really start to build an affinity to it. And that's kind of why I like these sets. Sometimes you smell stuff in the store and you get your first impression of it, and you kind of hold on to that. Sometimes that impression changes, and these discovery sets give you a chance to really spend some time with the fragrance before you actually decide on whether you like it or not. So if you've smelled any of these, let me know down in the comments what you think about these offerings, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. French.